Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. As usual, the shadow over my face, because I have a hat on and my lighting is horrible and all that good stuff. Try to turn up the exposure on the camera and I have such a bad background, such a bad place I do it in. I'm sorry. The lessons are so bad, I don't know. Anyways, today is going to be Catfish Blues a la Gary Clark Jr. A la is like by, I think, like similar to, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. So the Catfish Blues is a song, I had to look this up, by Robert Petway. Is a blues guitarist from way back. I actually thought it was Muddy Waters for some reason, but I had to look it up, and it was Robert Petway who originally did Catfish Blues, and of course it was covered by a ton of different blues guitarists. I'm gonna do like the closest version is gonna be the Gary Clark Jr. one. That's why it's gonna say how to play Catfish Blues by Gary Clark Jr. His cover version, and I've heard him play it live, and he does it the riff differently. The riff I'm going to play is basically the intro. It's the main riff, like he plays it differently a lot. I tried to hear like a recorded, I mean like on an album version, like it's going to be like the closest that I know how to play it, which isn't good because I don't know how to play guitar good at all. Why am I rambling? Is it helping? Does this help anybody? Comment below. Does it help? No, because you want to get to the actual lesson. Well, Catfish Blues, Gary Clark Jr., stick around. Okay, so it's in the key of E minor, as are a lot of blues songs. Yeah, so the riff, the main riff goes like... Oh, sorry, is that low? Okay, so that's basically the main riff. You can do it slower, faster. You can throw in different variations of it. What I'm gonna just show is like that, what I just did. So like the notes of the riff. You can do the notes. Oh, you can do different versions of it. I heard Gary Clark Jr. do different versions of it. I heard other people do different versions of it. It's kind of like that's the core that you can follow, but you can, as with any blues song, you can always throw in little different licks and different riffs anyways. But I'm going to just show that, the core riff. Okay, so it starts off on the 3rd fret of the B. And you're going to go into a common little 2nd fret on the G, bend up to the 3rd fret of the G, the blues note, basically, of the E pentatonic, like the E blues scale. You're going to go 2, bend up to 3, bend down back to 2, pull off to open G, to 2nd fret on the D. So it would be like if you did a hammer and pull off on the 2-3, which kind of doesn't sound as good. It's not quite bending up to the 4th, so that's why it's just kind of like a half step bend to the blues note to give it that, obviously give it the bluesy sound. So 3B, 2nd fret, bend up to 3, bend back down, release the bend back down to 2, let go, which would be open, to 2nd on the D. Then you hit the open low E to 2nd fret on the D to pull off to open. Then 3rd fret on the G again with kind of a bend. you don't really necessarily have to bend. You just do a little nudgy bend to kind of like an open D to hammer on second fret on the D. So and then open E again. So I sometimes like playing it fast. Like doing it slow is cool too. And I think the Gary Clark Jr. version is like a slower version. And he throws, like I said, that's just the cool. Like you're going to say, like, oh, I heard a version of him doing it different, which you definitely probably did. You heard other people do them different, which you definitely probably did. It's mainly like this. That's kind of the common riff of it. But those other parts, I've heard different things. You can throw in like higher licks in between, like something, But that's basically the main part of it. If you can do it fast, I kind of like doing it like. For some reason, I like doing it fast like that. I don't know why. I actually, when I learned the for some reason I thought Gary Clark Jr. did it fast like that. But then I listened to another version of it and he kind of just does it slower. But yeah, I don't know why I thought does someone do it fast? I don't know. I just think someone does it fast. I know I heard that fast, but like. Yeah, so it's like one of those songs you can have fun with anyways. It's like a lot of basically blues songs. A lot of old blues songs get covered and they put tons of twists on it and all of them sound good as long as you're in the key and as long as you play the notes in the key and you can mess around with anything. I don't know what that was. That was just pointless. I never could do the Eddie Van Halen like when he does a trill on the like and then puts his hand up. I know I don't have enough distortion on. I think you have to have a lot of distortion on. I don't know why this isn't part of a Gary Clark Jr. Catfish Blues lesson. I don't know why. What's the point of adding that? I don't know. I like to have fun. No, nah, I don't know. So, yeah, that's pretty much Catfish Blues. Yep. Okay, so that'll do it for another pretty bad lesson. I usually at the end of every video I say it's a very bad lesson, and I'm usually right because they are very bad. They usually are very bad. But this one, I kind of think I did decent, maybe. Hopefully. Always forget to turn the volume down, and I hear the hissing. I hear the hissing of the amp. Yeah, I think I did decent this time. Probably not. Okay, well, if you did like it, hit that like button and subscribe down below. I know no one sees this part, but I really appreciate if you subscribe. Seriously, I just you can't even imagine how happy I am if I get a new subscriber, and even if I help them out in the slightest, I'm happy. Just thrilled. Yeah, thrilled. No, I'm serious. I am thrilled. I know that. I don't know why I did that. But anyways, yeah, so see you guys later. Gadoosh.